hunt is on to find Britain's best amateur cooks.
The competition's definitely getting started now.
Real people in real kitchens.
Yeah, baby!
Woo! Face the ultimate cooking challenge.
Oh, no.
I think I've massacred this sauce.
Teams of two battle against the clock.
Panic, 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 panic.
We've got turret issues.
To produce a restaurant-standard three-course meal
Ta-da!
that will impress their competitors.
But I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it before.
I don't like the look of that brown stuff.
Would have gone for more meat, less hair.
And our esteemed judges. 4 times Chef of the Year, 8 times winner of Best Restaurant plus 2 Michelin Stars, Michael Caines.
I've been working 22 years, 18 years at 2 Michelin Stars. Cooking to my standard is going to be tough.
And founder of leading cookery school and renowned writer, Prue Leith.
I don't want a perfectly good meal. I want an exceptional dinner.
Each team will transform their homes into a restaurant for the night.
Oh, wow!
And the experience will be scored by their rivals.
Can anyone smell burning?
Check the bread.
Oh, shh.
That's not a good start. Haggis on fire.
But ultimately, the judges have the final say.
I think it falls a little bit flat on the palate.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Part of me thought, God, that looks a mess.
You're just a bit weird.
At the end of the week, the teams will return to kitchen headquarters to find out who will reach the next round.
I'm going to give you 10.
The final winners will walk away not only with £10,000,
Stop cooking.
Step away from your benches.
but the right to say, my kitchen rules. This week, we're in the south, where 4 amateur cooking teams are locked in battle.
Panic, 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 panic.
The ladies of the village set the bar high, scoring 59 out of 90 for their classic menu.
It's a good finish to what's been a really good menu.
But Team Bollywood's spicy meal received a bland response.
The poppadom is the king of this plate. It is slightly worrying, really.
They're currently second on the leaderboard.
I think there's a lot of tactics going on there.
Today we're in Plymouth with barbecue buddies Dan and Ben.
Clock's ticking, let's get moving.
Come on, let's go. Let's go shopping.
They have 7 hours to transform their home into a restaurant and prepare their gourmet 3-course meal before rival teams arrive.
It's actually real now.
I've just got butterflies in the stomach.
Yes, cheers. My name's Ben.
And I'm Dan, and we are the barbecue pitmasters of the Southwest, and we are bringing the Wild Wild West to Devon.
Log on. So we met through work. We both work in a school in Plymouth, doing IT, and Dan's my assistant to the manager.
Right, let's get them on.
We found this joint love for barbecue. Look what I cooked last night.
Yeah.
We should meet up.
We should be friends.
You ready, brother?
We are going to be very dangerous in this competition. Anything you can do in a kitchen, I can do on a barbecue.
Right, everyone, let's eat. Yay! My wife hates the smell of smoke on my clothes constantly. She's having to wash my clothes every day.
My fiancée, she's like, oh, rolls over. Lovely. I'll say to all the other competitors, we are coming for them and we are going to take over this competition.
We're on fire.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Play with fire, you get burned, they say.
With £10,000 at stake, they need to be on their finest food game. Shopping for key ingredients is priority number 1.
Pressure's on now, isn't it? We've seen 2 good nights, so we're going to struggle to match that.
At the end of each night, the rival teams score their hosts on their restaurant experience. As do our judges, top chef Michael Caines.
What can I say about that wonderful dessert other than it was fabulous?
And culinary expert Prue Leith.
The flavour and the texture are astonishing.
Failure to produce their 3 courses on time could result in valuable points being deducted.
But I think the biggest error was that it was late.
Hope this heat stays up, the weather.
Yeah, we need the weather.
Dan and Ben are cooking most of their menu outside on the barbecue. But timings might be difficult to judge, so they need to prep as much in advance as possible.
Right, we need to get in there, get our meat sorted with the butcher.
Morning, how are we doing? All right?
Yeah, we grab some chuck.
Someone a chuck steak?
We need about 1.5 kilos, if that's all right.
But can you mince it for us?
Certainly can, no problem at all.
For starter, we're serving smoked egg twice. That's Scotch egg and deviled egg, served with asparagus and a watercress salad with a South Carolina sauce.
Time's ticking though.
Yeah, time is ticking.
Come on, Andy.
So we're at a tough decision. This is key now. What are we going to go for? Are we going to go with a bacon weave around the outside of our Scotch egg, or are we going to go beef?
Right, so instead of the bacon weave, we're gonna wrap
Bresaola instead.
Bresaola's like my favourite cured meat, so I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
We've tested it and we know it comes out on top.
Hopefully you don't regret this.
I love the idea of wrapping Scotch eggs in Bresaola. It should be delicious. I just hope it's not too lean, because that will make it very tough.
We need 4 tri-tip steaks.
Right.
Do you think you can do that?
I can do those for you.
For me, we're serving a reverse seared tri-tip steak, finished dirty, with Hasselback potatoes, char smoked veg, and a chimichurri sauce.
Right, this is basically the hind leg of the cow.
Reverse seared steak is an interesting technique. You roast the meat and then you sear it at the end by rolling it back over the coals, which is why they call it a dirty finish. The tri-tip is a triangle cut of the sirloin steak. It's an interesting cut and one that's not used very often. The key here is that you cook it medium rare, and you certainly don't want to overcook it.
I'm really enjoying watching the butcher cut this meat, but we really need to get a move on.
Hey, take care now.
With the starter and main in the bag, it's on to dessert.
2 pineapples, you think?
Yeah, we normally just use the pineapple ring. Maybe we'll get a tin to just back us up, maybe.
This could be risky. For dessert, we're serving pineapple upside down cake with bourbon vanilla pod ice cream.
Pineapple upside down cake is quite a nostalgic choice. If they're going to be doing this on the barbecue, I'll be mightily impressed. They're going to need a consistent heat if they're going to get an even rise and a delicate crumb, and I hope they're using fresh pineapple.
Yeah, come on then, hurry up then. I literally just can't wait to get back there now and get cooking.
Shopping over, they've now got just 3.5 hours until the guests arrive.
So happy to be home.
It took us long enough though.
Yeah, right, let's get some of this unpacked.
Before they can even begin barbecuing, they have to transform the living room into a restaurant.
Right, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Keep your table at this end.
Yeah, it's the best place for that.
We're going to need some more room, so let's move all this stuff down there.
Our restaurant is the Southern Smoke.
We're looking to bring the Wild West tonight. Napkins, okay.
Bit of wood.
You just scatter it around on the blue little mat there.
This is just us, isn't it? This is what we do. We're American low and slow style barbecue. This is perfect.
We could have just walked into a smokehouse in Texas. I mean, look at this. I'm super proud. I'm super proud of this.
The Wild West is ready for the guests.
This is getting real now.
But the boys now have under 3 hours to get their meal ready.
We all taking on the Scotch egg, part of the starter. I'm doing the steak.
I'm going to make this like Bresaola weave instead of making the bacon weave.
Those weaves are a little bit tricky, but I've done it before, we'll be fine.
I think we can all agree now, I'm a head chef. So every time I speak to you, can you refer to me as chef? So can you go like, yes, chef?
No, chef. Voila, first weave done.
Awesome.
I've got the most challenging courses here. You're just making a rub. Yes, chef.
Right, it's really important for us to get soft in the middle Scotch eggs.
I'm going to do 12 eggs because we want to make sure we've got a nice soft yolk.
Right, I'm going to get on with making some of the chimichurri and stuff like that for later.
Dan's blitzing up garlic, oregano, parsley and chili flakes with red wine vinegar and olive oil.
Right, mate, do you want to taste a bit of this? Open up for the airplane.
It's good. Right, mate, we've only got an hour left to go. Because it just feels wrong that we haven't even lit the barbecue.
Just calm your nerves, enjoy your beer.
Wrapping the beef mince around the egg, get that perfect. Then I'm going to wrap the Bresaola around it.
With the guests just 10 minutes away, the boys spruce up and finally get the barbecues going.
We should have got these started about 10 minutes ago, so we're 10 minutes behind. Okay, the heat's on. Let's go. Right, mate, we've only got 1 minute to go.
1 minute 5 seconds, actually.
Cutting it a bit fine here, aren't we?
The guests are less than a minute away, and the barbecues are barely warm.
These boys are going to rock out some real treats for us this evening. I'm looking forward to this evening. They've got big personalities, and I think that's going to transpose onto what they present on the plate.
Looking forward to big portions.
I'm really looking forward to a big nosh-up tonight. Burgers or something like that.
Aren't you? Those boys, I think they've kept a lot under their hat, don't you think? I've got no idea what they're going to do. There've been a little bit of talk about barbecue, but far too challenging for them. Any clues?
Mate, did you hear that? There it is.
Oh no!
Welcome. Come on
They
in.
seem quite bubbly and excited when we meet them. They've clearly been having a bit of a laugh today.
Nice to see you again, you all right?
Nice to see you again.
Come on in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Sarah?
Lush.
There are cactuses. There are saddles. I'm loving this.
Amazing. So much to see.
Thank you. Those boys, they've really delivered.
Oh, wow.
I think they've done a brilliant job here.
God, you've gone to a lot of trouble.
And I'm worried.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to my house, my home.
This is the Southern Smoke. We're bringing you the Wild West Smokehouse to Devon.
Well, we've tried refining the traditional barbecue for you tonight. Maybe give you something a little bit more restaurant-worthy, we're hoping.
Gourmet barbecue.
Gourmet barbecue. Wow. Hope you have a lovely evening. We've got to get back through to the kitchen. We need to get this fire started, so we'll see you later on.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, boys.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. What a theme. If you walked into a restaurant like this, you would be so excited, wouldn't you? They've actually nailed it, haven't they? It's really classy. Did you bring your spurs and your sheriff's badge?
Certainly did.
Right, mate, so I'm going to start this South Carolina barbecue sauce off now.
So South Carolina barbecue sauce is a very mustardy, vinegary sauce.
Mustard's going to cut through really nicely.
Dan is a big guy, right? He was raised on half an animal at a time, I imagine.
But that whole thing of different take on barbecue, maybe it won't be a big meat feast.
Right, let's get these Scotch eggs on.
Needs to be out there for about an hour, really, doesn't it?
It's lush right there on the outside. Get the lid back on.
It's key that we keep on top of these temperatures, though.
We don't want to go over. We do not want that hard yolk.
No, we haven't got long now until Michael and Prue are going to be here. The pressure is really on.
As soon as the judges arrive, the boys will have just 45 minutes to get their starter on the table.
Michael's a real inspiration for us both. He's another local Devon boy like we are.
Thank you, Michael.
To imagine that I'm actually cooking for Michael Caines is like genuinely a dream come true.
Wait to see what he says, mate.
Okay, then. The bell.
Here we are.
Oh.
That's it, the judges are here.
Yeah.
Right, time to impress. Let's get out there.
Smoking heaven.
Hello, boys. How are you?
They're here. It's really real now. The pressure is on.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for this.
You smell positively smoked.
We aim to please.
Crikey.
Welcome, Prue. Welcome, Michael. Welcome to the Southern Smoke.
I can't believe this.
It's amazing.
We're going to have barbecue meal, aren't we?
You are indeed.
Do
Everything
you want to know
eat tonight.
something? I really hate smoke.
Prue's just dropped a bombshell on us. She doesn't like smoke.
Well, tonight's not going to be the meal for you then, I'm afraid. A little late to change that as well.
I have actually had so many meals where there's too much smoke on everything. And I will trust you, and I'm sure it will be just delicate and wonderful, and you'll still be able to taste what's underneath.
Definitely.
I hope.
I feel a bit gutted because how are we going to impress her if she hates smoke?
Could we invite you to turn over the menus?
Oh.
Right.
So we're starting off with smoked egg twice. There's a Scotch egg and a devilled egg. And then we're serving that with grilled asparagus and watercress, and then a South Carolina barbecue sauce.
The eggs two ways, really complex on a barbecue, keeping yolks runny, things like that.
And the Scotch egg is then wrapped and smoked again.
So it's a boiled egg wrapped in a beef mince, then wrapped in bresaola, and then smoked.
Smoked some more.
With a glaze. For main, we have a reverse seared tri-tip, finished dirty.
I love that.
Served with Hasselback potato, char-grilled vegetables, and chimichurri.
It's an interesting cut of meat, not particularly well known, and finished dirty.
Dirty finish. You wonder what's going to come out on the table.
Yeah.
Love it.
And for dessert, we're going for my recipe of a pineapple upside-down cake.
Well, you're not doing that on the barbecue. Pineapple cake.
Maybe.
Good luck, guys.
I think they've set themselves a really, really tough challenge.
You've really got to get back to the kitchen, though. So, well, when I say kitchen, I mean outside. Right.
If this goes right for them, I think we're in trouble.
Yes. Right.
The boys have just 45 minutes to get their starter of smoked Scotch egg and devilled eggs with asparagus and watercress salad on the table.
All of this is about practice and timing, because a minute too long in a hot smoker can be too much smoke for something delicate like an egg. You know, can easily overdo it.
They're cooking with fire, for heaven's sake. You know, there's a lot can go wrong there.
Whilst the eggs cook, the boys prepare the rub for their steak main course.
Then we've got garlic powder, oregano, parsley, salt, pepper, and some chili flakes.
What we learnt from the first time was that Sarah didn't like her steak too rare, did she?
I'm hoping that the steak is not rare.
If they're very clever, they would have thought about that and thought about how that might be then served to you.
We are aiming to take all of these to a medium rare. So, yeah, I'm quite confident if we can cook to our temperature that she'll be happy with it.
Yep.
Right, outside with this. Just because there's so much of it, I'm going to go on 2 layers. So, steaks in and smoking.
Smell that already.
Obviously, there's a strong American styling here, and often you find with American food that it sounds fantastic on the menu and then doesn't deliver on taste.
Starting to make the mayonnaise, which will build the filling for the deviled eggs. And now I'm going to add some tomato paste and some smoked paprika. I insisted that we made our own mayonnaise and didn't buy a shop-bought one. Really don't want...
Don't want a poppered on repeat, do we?
Right, mate, how long have we got until we need to get this on the table?
20 minutes to service.
Oh, God. The pressure is on now, mate.
Check out my wicked piping skills.
Hello, Mary Berry.
These are looking...
Sweet.
Where's time gone? Perfect temperature, mate. The eggs are going to be really crispy on the outside.
It's going to be a close one.
We've got 15 minutes service. These will be another 5 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah,
they are
smells ready.
Smelling divine. Right, let's get that closed.
That's done.
Just drizzling the South Carolina sauce on, bro.
Lovely.
With only 4 minutes to go, they've got to get their Scotch eggs in and on the plate.
Here are the beauties.
How are they looking, bro?
Looking good.
Ew.
Smelling lush. I'm going to cut into this, hoping for the runny yolk.
You know, please be runny. To the egg gods, please be runny. Get it turned up, get it turned up.
Oh, yeah, baby! Woo!
Put that in your barbecue and smoke it.
Runny yolk, perfect.
But look at this.
Cool, ready for service?
Service!
Boys.
Starter is served.
Oh, goodness, isn't that pretty?
Wow.
Perfect.
That smells.
Amazing, Dad.
Whoa. That's a big portion.
I am really taken aback. It's not what I expected at all.
Smells good.
I'm quite surprised to see that it looks pretty.
How did they do that?
The judges will taste and give their verdicts on the starter first. Later, they will score each course out of 10.
That's a tasty plate. I like the concept of both the eggs. I really do. Lovely spicing and flavour through this beef pate stroke mince here. And the eggs perfectly cooked. It's a bit of an ass to get through that braciole. It was a little tough. It creates a bit of a chew, really, and I am enjoying eating it. And I'm going to continue.
I think the deviled egg's good. I don't think you need them both, and I'm not sure which one I'd keep. Maybe it's more of a bloke's dish than a woman's. I think it's a bit too big, it's a bit too tough. But it's an interesting dish, and look at what Michael's done.
Is he going to lick the bowl clean?
As you can see, I didn't think much of that. Boys, I finished it, so it's a good sign.
I have no complaints about the smoke.
Good. Prue, Michael, to hear that coming from you is just amazing. And Michael, to see that empty plate genuinely is like a dream come true for me.
Looking around the table, get some mixed response in the faces here. I think everyone might be a little bit worried.
So, guys, are you going to go and make us a main course?
Yeah, we really need to get back out there.
Enjoy.
Woo! Yes! Michael Caines, 2 Michelin Star chef, has enjoyed our starter.
What does that make us?
3 Michelin Star chefs, then, basically.
The rival teams will now taste, then score their dining experience at the end of the meal.
I'm just finding it a little bit tough, the braciole, but wonderful flavours. It really reflects their character, their big meat, doesn't it? To wrap meat around the edge. I don't think I would have done that, would I?
Meat with meat.
Meat with meat, yeah.
I think we might have met our competition finally. I just love this kind of food, and it's so clever what they've done.
It was nicely cooked, but I found my meat was a little bit chewier.
I can just look at that and know that that's not going to be for me.
The thing that was fantastic was that wonderful smoky flavour coming through that asparagus. I thought that was absolutely heavenly.
I enjoyed it. It was good. It wasn't brilliant. There was just a bit too much on the plate.
There wasn't too much for me. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to the main.
The boys now have just 1 hour before serving their main course of seared steak with Hasselback potatoes and chimichurri.
Hasselback potatoes, you get that lovely, almost like a toast rack effect across the top, and then you put a bit of oil on it, and then you roast them in your oven.
But they can soak up much more flavour like
and
that.
Super crispy, because you've got all those edges.
Yes.
Yeah.
A bit chewy.
Check you girls out, honestly.
We know our Hasselbacks.
Yeah.
Hasselbacks aren't in yet, and they're going to take an hour. Potatoes needed to be on before we serve the starter, and I haven't even finished prepping them. Right, cool. You go out, you go out, you go out. I'll meet you out there. Hasselback's on. We're in. The starter got out literally just on time, so we can't afford to be late on this course. Come on.
Mate, we've got 20 minutes. We need to get those steaks cooking. We need to get the broccoli on. Oh dear. Storms are brewing.
Why now? Why now?
We're running out of time now, mate. We're getting late.
You happy with this broccoli?
Yeah.
I'm really worried. Nothing's quite there yet. It's about to dirty these steaks, caveman style, as it's otherwise known. So I'm just going to fan it quickly, getting them really hot, clearing any ash that's just sat on the surface of the lump wood.
I'm very interested in this finished dirty. Basically, what they do is burn it a bit.
You're going to cook those for 3 minutes on each side, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
The temperature in here is not good enough.
Really stressed now, mate. 5 minutes of service, these aren't done.
No, the potatoes aren't done.
The barbecue temperature's definitely not hot enough for these potatoes.
Straight on the coals?
Maybe. The pressure is massively on here. These potatoes are not going to be done.
Lid on, get in there quick.
There's just seconds to go and the potatoes aren't cooked.
What, we on timing?
Clearly over time.
They've run out of time and points will be deducted for being late.
We haven't seen anyone go over on time yet.
I'm really, really gutted. Right, we're literally massively behind, OK? I need to carve this. God, the steak is cooked perfectly. Look at that.
It's looking lush.
I'm so happy with that. That is absolutely spot on for me.
You have no idea, do you, when you're sat in there, what frantic chaos is going on next door?
15 minutes over.
15 minutes overcooked steak I don't want.
Broccoli. They're not looking cooked, so I'm going to just quickly brown these over the flame, just look like we've cooked them. Let's get the potatoes in, pushing it now.
This is the rub. I'm going to add olive oil to it, and we're going to do a line across the plate.
Should I get the potatoes on the plate?
Yep.
Mate, this is killer pressure, a level above anything we've done before.
The temperature's definitely ramped up a bit here.
I'm boiling. They're not cooked. The centre of this Hasselback's not cooked, mate.
Slice all Hasselbacks in half, serve them just the top slice.
The boys are now 20 minutes late and nowhere near ready to serve up.
It's undercooked whatever way you look at it, mate. It's like an apple.
Time. These guys are now 25 minutes late. I mean, the pressure must be getting to them.
Blast them highest we can for a couple of minutes. Let go. Messed up here, mate.
Yeah, we've really cut this too fine.
Don't even want to look at them. We've really let ourselves down here. Really let the barbecue community down. They're going to be absolutely...
We'll be a laughing stock. Damn you, barbecue.
Oh.
They're ready, aren't they?
No, these aren't done, mate. If this was a restaurant, we'd be getting complaints coming through to the kitchen right now. How important are potatoes to us?
I don't know, but we're going to ruin the whole dish by just keep waiting for them? Are they never going to get done?
Right, let's get over it.
Just do it.
Let's get it done, and let's get this final bit plated up and get them out. No, these aren't done, mate. That one
is
savable. Flip it over, maybe put a bit on, like 2 plates, maybe. We got another one that's all right.
A couple of borderlines.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. Which is the judges?
This one and this one? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's serve this. Let's do this.
Oh, feeling the heat.
Oh, wow.
Definitely feeling the heat.
Guys, your main course is served.
40 minutes late. This better be good.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
I'm putting the plate down. I know in my head this is not what I wanted to serve for Michael and Prue. This is not good.
You know, they're such big, lovely boys, but they look quite vulnerable. I could almost see a bit of welling up with Dan.
Well, the
couldn't
thing
you?
is that Michael's opinion is really going to matter to those boys.
Once again, the judges will taste first and give their verdict.
There's a lot going on this plate. Some of it's really delicious. I'm a bit concerned about the time issue, but we've got our beef nicely cooked. Great choice of cut of meat. It's delicious. It really has nice texture, but it also stands up against that process of cooking.
I think we might have nailed the steak.
This chimichurri is just delicious. However, there are a couple of things on it that I thought you could do better. The potato in particular was undercooked and a bit crunchy.
I cook a lot of vegetables on the barbecue. How could I mess up such a simple thing, I guess?
I love the sweet corn just as it is. And it is very smoky, but the sweet corn can take it because it's so sweet. It can take quite a lot of smoke.
I nailed the sweet corn.
So it's basically my recipe. I just told you how to do it.
Executed perfectly by me.
Head chef, sous chef. Simple.
No.
Beef is wonderful.
How do you think you did?
We were disappointed with the potato. We knew it was undercooked, and we were struggling whether to serve it or not. We didn't have enough time.
How long does it take to cook a potato?
Well, it sounds like you need to get back in the kitchen to get on with that dessert then, guys.
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy, guys.
Thank you so much.
That didn't go as bad as I thought it was going to go, to be honest.
No, it took a little bit of a grilling.
The boys will be penalised for their late main course. The clock is now reset and they have 45 minutes before serving their dessert of pineapple upside-down cake with homemade vanilla ice cream.
The cake's going to take about half an hour to 40 minutes to cook. We've got to make it first.
Please enjoy your main, guys.
When I saw it, it looked like it was going to be a little bit dry, but it's full of flavour. That meat is not disappointing me at all. It's absolutely delicious.
There's some real contrasts on the plate. I can't help but taste the meat first.
As I'm chewing it, I can taste the dirtiness on there, and I find it really smoky.
I'm really disappointed, actually. I think Ben, you know, said that the steak was cooked a bit more, which it was. I can see that, you know, looking at everybody else's, but it still isn't enough for me.
What? This is really beautifully treated steak.
The meat is excellently cooked. It is to my liking. I'm familiar with the dirty finish.
She might be being really tactical. She might be thinking it's our turn next. You don't know what everyone's strategies are.
I wasn't happy with the potato. It wasn't cooked.
You start making the mixture up.
With only 30 minutes to go, they're combining flour with butter and sugar, then adding eggs and vanilla. For the pineapple, the boys take the easy option.
Go for the tinned. We did buy the fresh, but there's clearly no way we're going to be able to get that done in time. Definitely lumpy, mate. It's just like everything we've done today. Let's get these in there. Best hope is that they cook faster than they ever have before.
We're using the Hasselback barbecue for the cakes. The Hasselback barbecue wasn't up to temperature. Now the cake barbecue isn't up to temperature.
We do the smoke dance.
Disco Inferno, smoke, baby,
Come
smoke.
on, hurry up.
Dan and Ben have got less than 10 minutes before serving their pineapple upside-down cake with homemade ice cream. But they were late getting the cake on the barbecue.
Very excited about the pudding. That's really looks absolutely delicious. I have a strong suspicion that this is really going to taste good, so I can't wait.
There's now just seconds until it's time to serve.
It's not done yet.
The cake's still a batter in the bowl. We're way off. We're already over time.
Time's run out. Once again, the boys are late and points will be deducted.
We're going to have to change our tactic.
Let's get it in. I've never microwaved cake.
7 minutes, 800 watts.
If it works, it works. I'm happy for now.
Didn't work on the potatoes, but...
They're now running 10 minutes over.
Mate, can I get plating these?
Go on.
Across the way?
Yeah, you go. At this stage, I don't even know if we're going to get a cake out of this. It's starting to smell like a cake.
That minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Get it that close.
These guys are now 25 minutes late.
We know what it's like.
We know what it's like.
Feels like the cassava cake all over again, doesn't it?
Whatever happens here, this is going to taste good.
No, I can see it there.
Right, Kate, get it on, start.
Texture-wise, it's going to be fine, isn't it? I can't imagine that it's going to affect the texture of the cake. It's coming out clean.
It's coming out clean and the cake's cooked, no?
It's looking lush. We go for it?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be too impressed if they find out we've microwaved this cake. I think we're actually going to be getting away with this.
We're so late, though. We're so late.
So this dessert is a long time coming because it's now 40 minutes late, Prue. Unbelievable.
Oh. I thought these boys would be so organised.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
You're going to slice the pineapple upside-down cakes. I'm going to serve the ice cream now.
It's all cooked.
Plates are looking good, mate.
We were almost dessertless, and here we are with a pretty amazing cake.
We ready? Almost?
Yeah.
Cool, ready for service?
Ready for it? Let's do it.
Right, everyone. Your dessert is served.
Oh, this is long awaited.
Will you forgive me if I say about time too, Dan?
Apologies. Let's hope that they enjoy it. I'm gutted. What a comment.
Michael's completely deconstructing it. I think he's gonna know there's something up with this.
Having arrived a disastrous 40 minutes late, everything rests on how good this cake tastes.
OK, Ben and Dan, when you have to wait for something, you want it to be spectacular. But this, in a way, has been a little bit disappointing.
Gutted, absolutely gutted.
I'm speechless at the moment.
How did you cook the cake?
It's been smoked in the barbecue for 40 minutes. We had to finish it off for the last couple minutes using an alternative method.
Which is?
A couple minutes in the microwave at the end to finish it off.
It is the last measure to bung it
Absolutely.
in a microwave completely.
They must have been on the edge, probably ready to throw the towel in on the whole meal before they did that.
What was the last resort? Microwave.
Is that fresh pineapple or is it tinned?
Tinned pineapple.
Yeah, OK.
I don't think it matters that the pineapple is tinned because, frankly, by the time it's had that much cooking, it might as well be tinned. I mean, it's a pineapple. The ice cream is perfectly textured, but I think it's too sweet. Must try harder, I think.
I thought we might go out on a bit of a bang, really. I just feel it's a bit flat.
I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
So there you are.
Welcome to the competition.
But this is really a letdown from what's been 2 great courses so far.
Beer?
Yes, please.
Let's do this.
Why don't you taste and enjoy your dessert?
It's time for the rival teams to taste the final dish.
I think I'm really enjoying it because I didn't eat that much for dinner.
The texture of the pineapple upside down cake is really sad because it's gone a bit kind of rubbery and it's got that kind of slight egginess to it. This doesn't work.
I actually feel like going round, picking up this cake and eating it myself and thinking, stop being so ungrateful. I really loved that cake, actually. And for me, that was the best thing on the menu tonight. I could have done with some custard on it too.
I'm really happy with the ice cream, loving that.
Cooking it on the barbecue, need they have done that? I think for their pride, of course they did.
It sounds rather cruel, but if they'd just followed a recipe, used a conventional cooker, done it in the kitchen, it would have been lovely. Yeah.
It's now time for the rival teams to mark their dining experience out of 10 for a maximum of 30 points.
OK, Catherine, so how are we going to score this then? What are you thinking?
I'd almost feel I'd like to do a 7, but because they were quite late, I think we're going to do a 6.
I think a 6 is fair. Should we settle on that?
It's probably around a 6 for me. Ooh. I'd argue for a 7. I think they really did well. I'll give you 7.
I didn't eat much tonight, so I'm disappointed. So I think I'm gonna give them a 2.
Can't. Really, 2.
What do you think?
I mean, if you say you're going to agree on 2, we'll give them 2.
It's the moment of truth. Late with 2 of their courses, have the barbecue buddies managed to beat Bollywood Spice and avoid bottom place?
Oh. Dan and Ben, first of all, we're going to start with your contestants' scores. They together have scored 15 points. out of 30.
Gutted, absolutely gutted.
Quite upsetting, to be honest, to know that people are scoring a bit tactical.
The judges will now score each course out of 10, allowing for a maximum of 60 points.
So for me, I'll start with your starter. It was a real bold way of starting the meal with some amazing flavours coming through. It was a little tough and it's technically a real challenge to get the egg perfectly cooked, which it was. So for your first course, I'm going to give you a 6.
I thought it was going to be more.
He absolutely cleared the plate and seemed like he enjoyed it. I thought he was going to give us higher, but a 6 from Michael Caines, I'm happy.
I thought it was a very original course and a brave thing to do and not too smoky. I was only disappointed because I thought that the farce round the stuffed egg was just too dense, which made a very tough lot of meat to get through. So all in all, my score for your starter will be 5.
For your main course, for me, it was a game of 2 halves. The first half, meat, beautifully seasoned with that amazing dirty finish, but the veg let it down. So for your main course, I'm going to give you a score of 7. I would have scored you higher, but you were late.
Maybe our timings have really impacted us badly.
Yeah. It's got to take it on the chin.
I thought that was a revelation. I really was so thrilled by the delicate smoking of everything. Even the sweet corn, which was so wonderful that it really lifted your otherwise not very good veg. So for your main course, my score is a 7.
And finally, your dessert. For me, I was a little disappointed. The texture of the sponge wasn't great, and also the pineapple were tinned when I thought it would have been better if they were fresh. And I know you've been challenged tonight with your timing as well. So for your dessert, I'm going to give you a 4.
A 4 for our dessert.
I'm gutted.
Michael is right. The texture was really spoiled. For the dessert, I'm giving you a score of 4.
An overall score of 48 puts Dan and Ben in second place on the leaderboard, but there's one more team to cook. The competition now heads to Burnham-on-Sea, where the country couple are donning the aprons.
So Sarah and Beverly, you're next. Can you do better?
That's going to be a real challenge.
I'm nervous.
Can you beat them?
We're going to try.
Next time.
We just need to get them out quickly. It's a souffle. It's going to start falling.
There's nothing simple about this menu, is there, really?
Where are they going? They're going the bottom.
I don't know. Should it go at the top or should it go at the bottom?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. What? I just don't know.